Hey Aquarius, welcome to the Esoteric Empire. My name is Tay and I'll be doing your reading today. Shout out to all the Aquariuses. I really love y'all. Y'all know I'm a Leo, so y'all are my opposite energy, but I really flex with Aquariuses. Y'all always keep me on my toes. Alright, so we have Jupiter energy. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Alright, so the first thing that I heard was something about expansion. Obviously, Jupiter deals with expansion. As of now, Jupiter is in the sign of Pisces. Now, with that being said, everything that you do as far as expansion or philosophy should be based in spirituality, whatever your spiritual nature is, okay? If you know anyone who has Jupiter in Pisces, you need to contact them. I have Jupiter in Pisces, but let's say you have like a friend who has Jupiter in Pisces or something like that. You maybe need to have a conversation with them or something like that. So yeah, I just got the chills. So definitely, if you know someone who has Jupiter in Pisces, go ahead and get in contact with them, because there's probably some spiritual downloads that they're receiving right now that you could benefit from. Also, some of you may have a father or an uncle who is a Pisces. You may get some news about them throughout these 2 days, or you need to contact them. Okay? All right. So let's see. All right. So Aquarius for the 16th and 17th. Let's look at some messages first, okay? 9 of Swords, 4 of Swords. Okay, so some of you guys are really nervous about something. You feel unprepared. You feel like it's coming out of the blue. But you're also not doing anything about it, or you feel like you can't, or maybe you're having a conversation about what this is. You could be talking to someone about like what you're afraid of, or it's kind of like you're talking about maybe some traumatic issues that happened to you before, like betrayal or something like that, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I am seeing something about like gun violence or something, or like maybe you hear gunshots and you're really paranoid or something like that, okay? All right, let me see what else is coming out. 4 of Swords in reverse, 7 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so I feel like someone watching this is going to start making moves, or they're going to start moving physically, like they're going to be moving around, running, because there's too much going on. So this could be a metaphor saying like you're going to run away from whatever is causing all of this drama for you, or you're trying to run away. You could be disassociating or something like that. You're like, man, I got to get away from all of this. Okay, we have 7 of Cups, 7 of Wands in reverse. Again, so there is a lot of chaotic energy, but I do feel like you just need to relax. You need to find somewhere where you can have peace of mind, okay? And you don't need to fight consistently. Like if you're constantly in war mode, you're going to be tired eventually. So even if you have to be in some sort of like defensive mode, you need to chill. You need to find somewhere where you can relax. I'm literally feeling like somebody's muscles are very tense. Like you need a massage, you need to take a bath. There's a lot of masculine energy within this reading, and I feel like you need feminine energy, okay? Like, let's be mature about this, but you need to be around someone who has a very feminine type of energy, very calming, soothing, maybe even spiritual. I feel like there's something wrong, like you're very tense. I'm feeling someone's muscles are very, very tense, okay? Like they're very much so on edge, okay? All right, so let's look into these 2 days. We're focused on the 16th and the 17th. So we have the Prince of Swords in reverse. So, all right, Aquarius, this is definitely your energy. So you could just be feeling really like off, or you feel like you don't know who's being honest with you. You don't know who's giving you the right information. You feel like people are watching you. Or, that could be a good thing too. Like maybe people are paying attention to you, so you don't want to give the wrong information. But I'm also seeing this is like, there's a lot of people that have a lot to say about what you're doing, or there's a lot of people who are talking about things you're doing. And I feel like you don't know how to feel about that. So first, Aquarius, while you're watching this, do me a favor and breathe. Like, just breathe. Okay? I feel like you got a lot going on mentally. I feel like you're doing that thing where you have explosions, you got all type of things happening on the inside of your brain, but on the outside you're numb. You can't do that all the time. That's not good, okay? I know we're not supposed to exactly be able to read you per se, but I'm seeing somebody who's not even smiling, Their face is stone, okay? But their muscles all over their body are tense. That's not good. You're becoming a statue. So let's get you out of that. Wiggle around, go walk around while you're listening to this or something. Breathe, do something, okay? You gotta move. You're turning it into stone. So on the 16th, we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is actually beautiful energy. I see you being at home. I see you being able to enjoy your surroundings for the most part, whether you're going outside or staying inside. I feel like someone's staying indoors though. Okay, I feel like somebody, I mean, she's kind of like, look, she's sitting next to a window, but what I'm seeing is somebody who's inside of their home, and they're like looking from the couch. They're looking to see what cars are passing, or they're looking outside, but they're not necessarily going outside. But it looks like you're enjoying yourself. You're in good surroundings. I feel like you're very comfortable where you're at, so that's a good sign. Okay, let's get some information on this, Aquarius. I'm like determined to help you find clarity, because I can feel your energy right now, and it's a little sporadic. I don't like that. Very sporadic. Okay, Three of Wands. So you're expecting something. So you could be looking outside or looking at the cars to see when your package is coming, when your food is arriving. All right. Ace of Cups. Okay, so you may have someone coming over, a friend or someone that you're romantic with. All right, so I see you looking good, smelling good. Okay, all right, so you're looking outside for good reasons. Okay, nice. Three of Swords. Okay, so this is someone that you've been having issues with in the past before. This is probably your, I don't know what this would be called. The person that you break up with, and whenever you're going through something, you call them up, but you know. All right, Aquarius, what we got going on here? All right, Ten of Pentacles. Okay, this also could be a family member that you are very close with, or somebody who knows your family. This is somebody who you trust. I feel like this is somebody, if you had money and you needed to give it to someone, or you had to have someone hold it, this is the person you can talk to about it. Okay, maybe talking about plans for the future. Okay, why is the Ten of Pentacles coming up? Page of Pentacles. Okay, so you have some news about money, or they have news about money. Okay, so you guys are going to be talking about finances as well. Okay, or things that you need to become better or to grow. This could be in a spiritual sense, or like practically, what do you need to do to become better at whatever you do already. But I am seeing it's probably about money. What about this money? Hold on, let me just restart that, because I feel like something was off with that. All right, so what's the news? What's the information about money? Or about the Pentacles? It also could be news about maybe like a trust fund or a will, or something that you're going to inherit, or that they want you to inherit, like a house or something. Okay, something that's already established. All right, what's the information though? Two of Swords. Okay, so there's a decision that needs to be made. Okay, there's a decision that needs to be made. I feel like someone's like, if I give this to you, I need to be able to trust that you're going to take care of it, or that you're gonna own it with pride, or you're going to take care of this. So I have not made my decision yet. They're like on the fence about it because they need to know how you feel, or you're on the fence about it because you need to know how you feel about it. I am getting that this is probably like inheritance or something. Like somebody, maybe they have not passed, but they're talking to you as if they're about to, or like in the case of, or something like that. Okay, how are you feeling whenever you're talking to this person? Conflict. All right, so I mean, it's very obvious. You're just kind of like, I don't really know how to feel about that, or you know, are you sure that this will work? Or I feel like you're looking at the pros and the cons. Repletion and grief. So it's like it gives you peace of mind to know that you'll have something if anything does go wrong. But at the same time, it hurts you because like you love this person. Like you don't want you don't want to hear this bad news, or you don't want to imagine them not being in your life or being gone. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a bittersweet situation. So you don't know if you're supposed to be happy about what they're going to give you, or if you're supposed to, you know, cling on to the thought that they really will be gone soon or something like that. Wow. Okay, so how does this person feel talking to you? So that, yeah, they feel the same way. You know, they don't necessarily want to think this way, but at the same time, they're like, look, you know, like I've lived life. I've done what I need to do and stuff. Like I gotta, you know, this is important. Like why would I do all of these things in my life and then not have anyone take care of them after I'm gone? Okay, so it seems like you're dealing with someone who's an elder, or somebody who lives really fast and they're very wise, to know that they need to have some things set up, you know, in case anything does happen. I feel like they're talking about generations after you, or generations that you are in, or something like that. I feel like it is about money. I do. Wow. Okay, so it looks like you're going to be getting news on what you receive, like what you own, or what you will own, or what you will come into, what you will inherit. Wow. Okay, so who's a part of this? Okay, so we have that Neptune energy, which is kind of that Pisces energy I was talking about. This is also, there's something involved with spirit. Okay, so you guys could be talking about like death or moving on or moving past all of this. There's also some wisdom here. So that's what I was saying. It's like someone's talking about moving, you know, forward, but they feel like it's wise to have things set up just in case, or in the case of. All right, so Knight of Cups. Okay, so I feel like you're going to assist them with their emotional needs. You're going to help them. You're going to help them feel better. You're going to reassure them that whatever they need you to do, you got it. You know, you're there for them. All right. I also feel like you feel a lot better, you know, talking to them about whatever this is. You feel a lot more calm and ready to take on whatever else is to come. All right. So during that night, we have the Devil. Okay, so this could be a Capricorn coming up, but I feel like this is more like you maybe drinking or doing whatever vice you do for fun. Okay, hopefully this is good. Okay, why is this coming up? Okay, we got the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so some of you could be gambling. All right. Wheel of Fortune. I feel like whatever happens on this night is meant to happen. Four of Cups. Okay, so somebody's in their feelings. What's going on? Four of Cups. Justice. So somebody feels like they're in their feelings because they feel like somebody played them, or they didn't give them what they deserve. Oh Lord, Aquarius. I feel like this is kind of like you drinking or something like that, or like your ego is coming in for some reason. Why is your ego stepping up? What do you feel like you didn't get justice in? You feel like you didn't get to enjoy your childhood? That's what I just got. Like you feel like you didn't get to enjoy certain things. It's almost like you're looking at your memories or something. Page of Wands. Yeah, it's almost like you had to learn things too early, or you felt like you had to not grow up fast, but I feel like I feel like someone feels as though they didn't have time to enjoy themselves, or like they had to grow up fast or something like that. Why is this showing? It's like I'm looking at your past. The Fool, the Hierophant, Eight of Swords. So I feel like whoever's the younger person, I feel like that person is talking to an elder or someone who they grew up around, who took care of them or something like that. You guys are having like a really deep conversation. So for example, it's kind of like if you drinking with your uncle or your mom, your dad, or an elder, you're drinking with them and you guys start talking about the past, and you guys come to this like real deep revelation about the differences in how you guys were raised, and the differences of, you know, like how each generation deals with things differently. And I feel like this is a really deep conversation. For whatever reason it's happening, I think it's just because you guys are both comfortable, you guys are probably both drinking. There also could be an Aries and Taurus a part of the situation, or an Aries-Taurus cusp a part of the situation. But I feel like someone's definitely like discussing the differences between generations, and you guys are talking about life, but specifically your life. That's what I feel. It's like your life and karma, and how things play out, and how things are already written in stone, or is it destiny? So this is a really deep talk. I feel like this may be the first time you've ever had a talk like this with a relative. Okay, so how do you feel about this conversation? You could be talking to someone who's not a relative as well. Okay, we have Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Water, Circumspection. So you feel like this was what needed to happen. You feel like this is going to heal a lot of your wounds, or at least help you understand why you go through some of the hurt that you go through. And then with Circumspection, you feel like everything that happened up until this moment makes so much more sense. Like everything happened so that you can understand it later. And so I feel like you're having a coming of age moment as well. So you're understanding like what maturity really means. How does this person feel about this conversation? What does person feel about this? Domination. Okay, so I feel like, especially if they're in Aries, this person is still stuck in their ways. Like they still, like they hear you, but I feel like the way that they're showing up is like they have to let you know, I'm still the parent, or you're still my child, or I'm the elder, respect me. So they still have that mindset, and I think you're kind of like, you expect that, you know, but you're just happy to be able to get stuff off your chest. I'm also seeing like, it's almost like you're the one who's growing more from this conversation than them. Like they're not going to change their ways, type of thing. Wow. Okay, so we have Capricorn energy, like I was saying. So you're talking to a Capricorn, especially if this is like a parent or someone that you grew up around, or someone who took care of you financially. They're not changing how they are, sweetie, especially if they're already like old. I feel like they have a way of making everything about money, or making it all about like time and how much time they had to sacrifice. And you know, it's just certain things people haven't healed within themselves. But I feel like this will give you some sense of recovery, renewing of emotions. There's definitely some unhealed wounds here emotionally, but you know, it is what it is, as long as you're making progress. And I see you making progress. Okay, so it is a little rocky, you know what I mean? There probably will be some emotions flying around, maybe some cuss words here and there, or maybe just a little bit of disagreements with the way that each of you see how things went down. But it's okay. It's nothing too serious. As long as you can keep your balance, don't go overboard with drinking or whatever you're doing. I do think this is going to be, you know, something where you can at least get a result out of the situation, and not everybody just crying and running away, running home. Like, it looks like it is going to be a little bit more peaceful than you think, okay? It's just going to be a little hard to maintain the peace. On the 17th, we have the King of Wands. All right, so I actually feel like this could be you, okay? Obviously, it could be a fire sign, so that's Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This is somebody who owns what they care about as far as their passions, their career. They're very motivated. They're about their business, but they're about their business because they are emotionally connected to it, okay? So you're dealing with somebody who's a boss because they chose to be, not because they just, you know, feel like they have to be. Like, this is what they do, this is who they are. Very strong personality, or very strong morals, or, you know, how they think, how they move. All right, who is this person? Let's start off with that. Who is this person coming? I feel like their energy is very stable, very solid. Okay, so this could be Capricorn, Aquarius, or Pisces. All right, so this is you, Aquarius. All right, so this is you showing up. So I kind of feel like the next day you look in the mirror and you see a boss. You see somebody who's very much... Ooh, I got lightheaded again. You look in the mirror and you feel the power that you possess. You remember who you are. You feel like in charge to make some decisions in your life. You feel like you're ready to put in energy, like you're ready for that action. You're ready for all the purposes that you're trying to, you know, go after. You're trying to make it put into words. You feel powerful. You feel confident. You feel focused. I feel like whatever happened last night, you put it to rest, and now you can really focus on what matters. We have the Three of Cups, so you're ready to enjoy life. You're ready to be around people who you can actually be happy around. You're tired of having such a tense outlook on everything, you know what I mean? Temperance. Okay, so you could also be going towards a Sagittarius. I'm seeing that whoever this person is, Sagittarius or not, you're going towards someone who your personalities mix very well. And anytime you guys link up, there's always a beautiful creation, or a beautiful time, a beautiful talk, a beautiful revelation. This person seems to be spiritual, or they seem to know, they have wisdom beyond their years, or they have wisdom beyond the physical, you know what I mean? Like they're talking about like growing spiritually, what your soul is, how you connect to other people, dimensions. So they're like on that type of wave, and I feel like you feel like, oh, let me call them, or let me talk to them, let me go see them, because you know that they're gonna know what you're feeling, because they're always trying to put you on that frequency anyways. So this is probably somebody you're spiritually connected to. This could be your soul group. This could be a family member. This could be somebody that was sent here to remind you who you are spiritually, you know, something like that. I feel like this is a really deep connection. All right, so you feel Ace of Fire. So you're lit. Like you're really energized. You feel so hyped up to like whatever plans that you want to get done. You're like man, I can't wait to tell so-and-so about what I'm going to do. I can't wait to tell them how I'm feeling. Like, I feel so much better. You have a lot of energy, and you feel a lot of passion too, a lot of passion. So especially if you have placements within fire or something like that, those will definitely be ignited around this time, like on this day, because you're just, you feel passionate. Okay, how is this person looking at you? Comfort here. So yeah, you guys are used to this. I feel like you've had conversations like this before. I feel like this person does not mind, you know, telling what they've been going through, or telling, just, you know, opening up to you, and you guys just having a real authentic conversation. And I feel like you guys are kind of creating or imagining or talking about or planning for the future, as far as like what both of you see happening in your life. This is a beautiful connection. This is the type of stuff that you need to be around. This is that Jupiter energy I was talking about, being and talking to someone who's going to remind you there's a whole other frequency, a whole other dimension that you can tap into, and all that physical material stuff, it matters, but if you're not right spiritually, none of it is going to ever get better. So that's beautiful. I really like seeing that. All right, so you're going to be telling them, runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. So you're going to be telling them how you realize, like, why you do some of the things that you do, the connection and who you got all that from and where it started. Stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. You're also going to tell them, like, how you feel like you've been maturing as of late, how you feel like some of the experiences that you went through have made you grow as a person. So again, you guys are talking about evolution, you know, as a person. You're talking about how growing, and you know how growing comes with pains as well, and you know how effective it is to really confront some of your demons, you know what I mean? We have strength. Okay, so we're ending this off with a very powerful energy, very, very powerful. You understanding that strength is not just about being strong or showing your muscles, flexing your muscles. Strength is about being able to know when to use that strength, and also knowing when to not use it. Sometimes strength comes in just letting things go, letting things happen the way that they will, and you not being a part of it. Strength comes in knowing, for me to be powerful, it doesn't always have to show. So I feel like you'll understand what I mean more on this day. After that conversation you have with whoever that is, you will feel powerful. You will, they're sending some sort of energy to you. They're reminding you who you are, and vice versa. I think both of you guys help each other out in that way. So definitely keep that person in your life, you know what I mean? And cherish them, and understand that that connection eventually will no longer be there, just because life is life, you know? But right now, cherish it. Use it while you can, because that's a beautiful connection, and I feel like they are here to remind you who you are. All right, so we have the Four of Pentacles. So during this time, just on a practical level, don't be spending money, okay? Like, keep it to yourself, and don't tell people your business, okay? Now, granted, you will be having very deep conversations during this time, but I mean, don't just be going up to random people or people you don't know, telling them all your business. Don't tell them what's in your money. Don't tell them, like, what you've been up to. Like, just keep it to yourself. It'll help you out later on. Also, with this energy, I'm feeling like when you have that kind of explosive conversation on the night of the 16th, when you're talking to that elder person, try not, like, kind of let them get stuff off their chest. Like, you don't have to tell them exactly everything you feel, because they may not understand it in the first place. Just listen. Do more listening than you do expressing, because I feel like the conversation will be longer that way, and you'll be able to really get your point across easier. And then we have spiritual strength. So again, you're going to be experiencing strength, but spiritually, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I've been saying the whole reading. There's somebody you're going to get in contact with that is going to remind you and help you lift yourself from this low ass vibration. But you have to do the work and keep up with that maintenance as well. But this person is here to help you do that. So make sure that you are connecting with them. I think it is very important for you to do that during these 2 days, okay? So just keep that in mind. Hopefully you know who I'm talking about, or you know the person that I'm referring to, because I really think it'll be beneficial for you to get in contact with this person. So with that being said, Aquarius, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. This was a very powerful message. Please leave a like on this video or a comment so that other people like you that are going through similar things and similar frequencies to be able to see this message. I really feel like it needs to be put out there. Also, if you want to have a private reading with me, or if you want to connect with me, I do have Jupiter in Pisces. That was something I was seeing very strongly. I get really deep when it comes to stuff like this, so if you want any type of reading, or if you just want to have a spiritual conversation with me, email me, okay? Or find me on Instagram, something. lovefromaleo@gmail.com. Oh, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more readings like this. Whenever you have messages coming out. I also do videos on spiritualism and astrology information, metaphysics, all that good stuff, right? So if you're interested in that, especially if you're new, if you're just trying to get tapped in and you want to, come to a safe space where you can do that from an authentic and genuine perspective, definitely subscribe to the Esoteric Empire. I would really love if you did that. And with that being said, I really hope and I know that you're going to have a major revelation during these 2 days. Or whenever you're watching this, whenever you see it is meant for you. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you, Aquarius, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, love.